I'm Rachel Perlman, and I'm in the Engineering Systems Division, which is now the Institute for Data Systems and Society. And I work with John Fernandez in urban planning in his urban metabolism group. And I'm doing my PhD research on waste at MIT. So I did environmental sciences as an undergrad for my major, and I got really interested in waste, and specifically organic waste, back at Cornell. I started a compost club with friends, and I was working as a sustainability coordinator for Cornell's dining program. So that's kind of how I got into the waste world, and I did my master's research here at MIT looking at organic waste in India, and I did waste audits for that. And now that I'm working on my PhD, I wanted to do an urban US context, and I was able to do MIT as our case study. So I'm interested in looking at the flows of material through the university, and to see what we're consuming and at what rate. And so part of that is looking at the outputs, so that's waste. You know, we have large-scale numbers of how much mixed trash and mixed recycling we have on campus, but we don't have specific numbers about how much plastic or office paper or food waste. So what we're doing today is going to be sorting waste into 21 categories, and I'm going to run us through what those categories are in a second. And the goal of today is to, so we'll be recording what we find, the weights of the different categories, and then we'll be able to scale that data up to get a better sense of this side of campus, Sloan, and the buildings around here, what percentage of that waste is, paper versus plastic versus food, etc. I'm also looking at the purchasing side for the inputs, but also the waste as outputs. And from there, we can look at things like opportunities for improvement in our materials footprint to lessen our environmental footprint in terms of greenhouse gas emissions, in terms of volume of waste generated, looking at ways to divert more recyclable and compostable waste to those streams instead of landfill. So part of what we're doing today is seeing what the composition of trash and recycling here is on campus, looking at different bins at different buildings and seeing what's the breakdown of waste. But all of this waste or recycling is fresh, so it was generated like yesterday, so there shouldn't be anything too gross, but it is trash.